how to find cash buyers, right? I get that question a lot. How do I find buyers for my deals? How do I find buyers for these $1 million houses, etc.? Well, I'm gonna show you how to find buyers for your deal, whether the deal is $1 or $10 million, right? So, and I'm gonna make this easy. We're gonna do this from my phone. I want you to follow along. All right, so 50% of a wholesale deal is actually just finding a motivated seller, getting the property under contract. The other 50% is finding a cash buyers. Now, cash buyers, in my personal opinion, are easier to find than motivated sellers. I tell all my students, hey, go find properties to get under contract because finding cash buyers are easy, especially if your numbers make sense. As long as your numbers make sense, not your speculation. What do I mean by your speculation? Unfortunately, sometimes students might say, hey, well, I know this property is worth $300,000. I got it under contract for $260,000. You know, this can be like a buy and hold for somebody, man. It can really make sense as a buy and hold. And then you know what happens, right? It's not a good deal for anybody, right? It doesn't fit the criteria, okay? At that $300,000 house, he should have got it for $170,000, sold it for $180,000. The house probably needed about $60,000 in work, okay? But he wanted to make up a scenario in his head. But we're gonna eliminate all that, right? Today. First things first, I need you to go to this website, durudriving.com. durudriving.com. Don't worry, you're gonna get a 7-day free trial. Currently, I am in a $1 million neighborhood, right? These houses in this neighborhood cost about $1 million, all right, or more. Yes, you can get older houses in this particular neighborhood, probably around $400,000, $300,000, and then knock them down and build a 3,000 square foot house that sells for like 1.2, 1.3. So, but I'm gonna show you how to find these cash buyers in this pocket, right? So it's extremely important to have actual cash buyers. What do I mean by actual cash buyers? Well, what I'm referring to is cash buyers who are really cash buyers. Everybody's gonna say, oh, I'm a cash buyer. Oh yeah, I need property over here. And then when you put the perfect deal in front of them, they're not gonna do anything but waste your time. So we're gonna avoid all that. So at this time, you should have downloaded the app, right? Signed up, and now let me show you something, right? How we gonna do this? Okay, so if you're looking at my phone, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to my location where I'm at, right? Now, I told you these houses cost $1 million plus in this neighborhood, right? So we're gonna find the cash buyers who playing around in this neighborhood. Now, if we find cash buyers playing around in this neighborhood in the $1 million plus range, it's gonna be really easy to find buyers at lower price points, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I am going to go where it says quick filters. I'm gonna click on quick filters, right? And then I'm gonna go on, I'm gonna scroll down this list. I'm gonna look for what's called cash buyers, right? So, and it says, hey, view 13 properties. So now I'm gonna view these 13 properties of cash buyers. All right, so they're saying, hey, listen, go to the, if you're looking right there at the bottom of the screen, 13 properties and viewing area matches filters. So these 13 properties are all in blue, right? They all in blue. I can just build a list with this, but since they're all in blue, I'm gonna make this easy. I'm gonna just go right here, right? So on this particular block, right, somebody paid $336,000. That tells me, right, that cash buyers are pretty much looking for stuff around 330. All right, so that's a cheat code right there. We're in front of this one, so they're either knocking it down and going new at that price point. The flippers are probably going to pay more, but now check this out, right? So what I'm going to do now, I want to see who this cash buyer is. I'm going to click on this cash buyer, all right? So he paid $336 for this particular lot to build. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, at this point, I'm gonna hit add lead, right? Because I want a cash buyer in this area. You know what I mean? Now you don't have to do this from your phone. You can do this from your laptop too. Somebody else bought another house up here for cash. Let me see what they got right here. Okay, so this particular cash buyer, they got the phone number. So I could call this cash buyer, and they got the email. I could email this cash buyer or call them and say, hey, listen, are you looking for properties around X area in Charlotte, North Carolina? You know, and they got 2 phone numbers and 2 emails for this person. And then we could take the conversation from there, right? And with this method of finding cash buyers, if you got a deal in here, you know they buying here. So you know they buying a high price area in this pristine area of Charlotte. I'm gonna do this one more time and show y'all, right? Now you can add all this to the list and download this at once and call everybody, or like you could just do it one by one, right? So you just hit add to list. But looks like somebody paid cash for a property over here, right? So I want more information about that. So now it comes up, right? Let me see what's going on, man. Oh, that's a friend of mine. It's a friend of mine that has that property, and all the information is blurred out because this is private information. You can't put people's private information on YouTube. Now I got 1 phone number of his and 3 emails, but that's a friend of mine who owns this property. So looks like he paid about $370 for this property. So he owned it for a while, so therefore, you know, that's a cash buy in this area that we can call, right? So all the information I need, this joint will even tell you like, yo, how much you should offer for a property, etc., right? So that's it, right? Just by using the Deal Machine app, right? So if you're looking for real cash buyers, it's in the palm of your hands, literally. You probably watching me on a device that you can find cash buyers, all right? You got to go to durudriving.com. You get a 7-day free trial. This app can do so much. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up another video, right, next to me explaining and showing you how to do this from your laptop as well. And make sure you check out that pinned comment. I'm Nasser, a.k.a. the Real Estate Guru. I'm not a guru, I'm a guru because I actually do this business. Peace.